My name's Hannah, and if the green dress wasn't a giveaway, perhaps you'll recognise me as one of Gemma's bridesmaids from me sobbing as I walked down the aisle earlier. Which is probably why you're also wondering why I'm allowed to make a speech, given my disposition to tears, but I promise I'll try and get through the next few minutes. I've known Gemma for practically my entire life. We always used to joke that we were womb buddies, and the story that we would tell is that our parents, or mums, met at an antenatal class. However, much to our shock, I've discovered this year that actually it was at a postnatal class. So by my calculations, Gemma, that means you had a blissful 45 days on this earth without me by your side. Knowing Gemma for nearly 30 years has meant that I've had the pleasure to go through every important life event with her. And it's amazing that when I look back to every important memory in my life, Gemma's always by my side. And I can remember the conversations or the rants that we would have either on the phone or in person. It also means that knowing Gemma for up to 30 years and having the honour of being her best friend, it brings along a whole host of embarrassing memories. And I'd love to be able to say that our most embarrassing memories came from our mother's clothing choices in the 90s. But Tony, you missed this, I have to say, that it was probably the teenage years that might be a contender for first place. The stripy socks, straightened fringe and neon phase socks was certainly a sight to behold. When I was first asked to make this speech, I didn't know where to begin. My first thought was that I could have decided to spend the next couple of minutes telling you an embarrassing story about Gemma. Or I could spend the time telling you all how utterly wonderful Gemma is. And hopefully to your relief, Gem, I've decided to do the latter. Seeing you marry Tony today was incredibly emotional, not less because we've probably been practicing for this moment from back through rooting in the dressing up box in Rushley Dale, taking it in turns to wear the veil and the high heel plastic shoes. Which brings me on to you, Tony. My first impression of you, I'm fairly certain, comes from a night out, when Gemma enthusiastically invited some of her work colleagues along. And I'd like to say that we had a long time getting to know you, but if my memory serves right, you had to go pretty quickly because you had too much alcohol that evening. Jokes aside, Tony, I'm so grateful that you've come into Gemma's life. You are a wonderful person to share my best friend with. You've shown her how love should be. You give her kindness and you show her respect every day. And I couldn't have asked for a better husband for my best friend and the best cat dad to pepper and co. Become husband and wife. You'll have tonight to celebrate with your friends and family before jetting off to your spectacular honeymoon in Canada. And then you'll return back home to what some might call your normal, ordinary life. But I hope you're not fooled by what some people call ordinary. Instead, know how truly extraordinary it is to fall deeper in love with each other every single day for the rest of your life. So if I can ask you all to please raise your glass and toast the new Mr. and Mrs. Leach.
I, Anthony James Leach.
I, Anthony James Leach.
Take you, Gemma Louise Hartley.
Take you, Gemma Louise Hartley.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Gemma, as I take you to be my wife.
Gemma, as I take you to be my wife.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
To honour and respect you.
To honour and respect you.
I will stand by you.
I will stand by you.
And be true to you always.
And be true to you always.
I will care for you.
I will care for you.
Laugh with you when you are happy.
Laugh with you when you're happy.
Comfort you when you are sad.
Comfort you when you are sad.
And whatever life may bring.
And whatever life may bring.
I will always love you.
I will always love you.
I, Gemma Louise Hartley.
I, Gemma Louise Hartley.
Take you, Anthony James Leach.
Take you, Anthony James Leach.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
Tony, as I take you to be my husband.
Tony, as I take you to be my husband.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
To honour and respect you.
To honour and respect you.
I will stand by you.
I will stand by you.
And be true to you always.
And be true to you always.
I will care for you.
I will care for you.
Laugh with you when you are happy.
Laugh with you when you are happy.
Comfort you when you are sad.
Comfort you when you are sad.
And whatever life may bring.
And whatever life may bring.
I will always love you.
I will always love you.
My wife and I would firstly like to thank you all for being here today. We've had people travelling from around the world, Australia, Canada, France and across the UK. It means so much to both of us, especially taking time out of work, and the day really wouldn't be the same without you all here. And while we're delighted to be the centre of attention for one day only, we're very excited to be travelling to Canada next week to recharge your social battery. There are important absentees today. Firstly, the reason we get up in the morning, trek to work, in order to provide the best possible life for our cats, Pepper and Chloe. We wouldn't have been able to plan this day without them. Always under our feet the entire time, making sure everything in this room underwent a thorough sniff test. Gemma's grandparents, Alan and Eileen, and my granddad Don, couldn't make it here today, but we know they're with us in mind. There are some lovely photos of them in the next room, along with photos of family, who Sally and I live with us, but mean a lot to us. So please join me in raising a glass to absent family and friends. Helen, Ian, you both made me feel so welcome from the first day Gemma brought me home and hid me upstairs. It's been a privilege to be part of the Hartley family ever since. Thank you both for everything you've done to support this wedding. Helen, the amount of whiskey you went through to provide all these bowls, extremely impressive. And if anyone is in need of a wedding carpenter, Ian and Matt are your men. Thank you for building a lovely welcome sign. I always enjoy our visits to your home to see what feast you're cooking up, Helen, and then the competitive board game sessions that follow, which, if I work at, I might eventually win a game. You bring out the absolute best in Gemma, and she's our most confident and goofy self. She's around you. Thank you for that. Thank you also for moulding this incredible person. Both Gemma and Matt are two of the most kind-hearted people you hope to meet, and that's a testament to you both. Mum, Dad, thank you for helping me become the person I am today. Dad, we're quite similar in personality. I'm thankful for inheriting a number of great traits. being sensitive, caring, my work ethic, and many others. I'm sure the work ethic comment raised a few eyebrows over on the uni table. Unfortunately, that does mean I've inherited the not so good. One of them being the obsessive cleaning routines, which Gemma just about tolerates. Thank you, Andrew, for helping fine-tune your speech. Mum, thank you for everything growing up. Always encouraging the three of us to get involved with so many activities. Trampolining, diving, the guitar, and those cold Sundays of football. We had so many opportunities available to us, and that's all down to you. And now, after all those years spent worrying, we can finally take a break. Gemma will make sure I turn up places on time. And I know you always wanted a girl in the family, and I think I found the perfect one here. Gemma Gleach. You've always wanted to be named after an animal, where your wishes come true, in the form of a blood-sucking parasite. It'll grow on you, I promise. I had some words written down to describe how Simon did it today, but none of them did it justice. Wow. I know you struggled to see it, but take it from me and everyone else in the room, you really are stunning, you're beautiful. Make some noise for Gemma. For those unaware, I met Gemma while we were working together in Whittam. I'm not one to make new relationships easily, but I thought Gemma was amazing from the first moment we met and instantly felt at ease with her. Our friendship really blossomed while studying for an insurance qualification. Choosing to study was apparently so out of character for me that after we got together, my mum joked, "I knew you wouldn't have studied if a girl wasn't involved." She was right. I would take any reason to spend more time with her. I loved every moment of that time we spent together. It was genuinely so much fun. And to quote Rihanna, we found love in a hopeless place. We both have had moments where we wondered what if we hadn't taken the convenient job or tried harder to pursue another career. But standing here today with you as my wife, I'd make every choice exactly the same again. We had some great experiences awkwardly bumping through life together, like turning up 2 hours early to the Natural History Museum for a film and accidentally sitting through the Blair Witch Project, and then hiding in the toilets while they cleared up. I look forward to many more to come. I cannot begin to count the number of things I love about you, but to name a few. The way you gallop around the squash court, your excited face when you get a match point, your pre-dinner dance when there's a pizza in the oven, your deep grandfather laugh that comes from nowhere, the way you strike up a conversation with every cat we meet, and more seriously, your ultimate smile, the way you put everyone ahead of yourself, your creativity and your artistry. You only have to look around the room today to see how talented you are. I learn from you every day, like how to peel a satsuma, or how to pronounce my THs. I could go on, but these people need a drink. I promise to never stop trying to make you laugh, no matter how many new icks you discover. I promise to have snacks nearby in your time of need. I promise to always respect and care for you. I feel incredibly lucky that you've chosen to spend the rest of your journey with me. You mean the world to me, and I cannot wait to see what lies ahead for us.